Why they couldn't call him Bore? Because in their mind, the world existed for a long time. Hashem is not the creator. Okay? So now the Kuzari understand we have to call Hashem Bore. He cannot tell me the Teva, the nature, it happened by itself. That doesn't work. آمر خابرین زین. آخن that's true. اول یش لیسو و لیاره یخ و لشش و کخایم پولود ال در خخیموم و کرور و ارتبا و یبوش و نمشاخیم بهم میبلی شید خز لهم خخما ال رک عبودا. Now, we have certain things, a lot of things, like moon, we have sun, we have stars, all these things are working every day. If you learn physics or science, all these things, there are rules behind it, how it works. Become hot, become cold, become wet, become dry, and it goes from there. It can't be that it says there is no chokhmah there, just happening. Ulam hatsiur va shiur va outside hapoal b'chol ma sheish b'chokhmah mitoch kavana u'yachas lechacham hayachol hasholet. This is what Avraham Avinu did. And Avraham Avinu saw the sun and the moon. He understood that somebody has to rule out. Somebody has to control this. It's not like happening by itself. How is this possible? If you learn the Zemanim, halachot of the Zemanim, of the sunrise, sunset, Seta Kochavim, Chatzot, all these things happen at that time. Hanoten Lasechim, Beni Laila, all these things happens. How can you say that all this is happening by itself? There is nobody behind it. In their mind, everything goes by itself. According to philosophers, nobody is controlling anything over here. Okay? So it can't be. There should be somebody with the chokhmah, with the wisdom behind it. ומי שקורא לאל אשר מתקנים החול בחימום וגרור טבע, אינו מזיק. אם שולל מהם החוכמה, כמו שהוא שולל מהאיש והאישה יצירת הבנות כאשר יתחברו, אולם הם מן העוזרים לחומר לקבל את צורת האדם את שר הסורך החכם, ולי יהיה רחוק בעיניך ההיראות ושמים אלוהיים, יכולים בעולם הזה התחתון, שיהיו החומרים ההם מוכנים לקבלם, וזהו שורש האמונה ושורש המרי. I don't know what the Mary means. What does Mary means at the end, the last word? It's the source for the... It says what? Unbelief. Emunah and the Mary. Okay, so it comes from the rebellious. Mary. Huh? Right. Okay. So now, what he's saying over here, I think that you could correct me, David, if I'm wrong to translation. So we have to say over here that somebody who comes and he sees a woman and a man got married, now they have a child, she gets pregnant, and they have a fetus. Now, what you could say, okay, you get married, that's how it works, that's how it goes. You get married, the child is going to get created and going to come. But there's more chokhmah behind this. There's something behind this. That's a emunah, that's a faith we have come from there. How is it possible you can't even say the whole thing over here in this world is only coming from global warming? That's why it is. Global warming, everything happening, by itself because of what we are doing. We are not, nobody is behind it.
It also looks like he's saying, when you see all these things that they do have a chokhmah to them, some people say it's because they're alive themselves. And they're thinking they're doing it themselves. Like the moon is doing it himself. He has a...
Oh, you're talking about they're going to be in charge?
That they're in charge, that they're thinking. And then he's saying the analogy here is man and woman, they have a baby. It's not because they said...
they think they're doing it.
Yeah, we made this, we created it. Even though it's a miracle that it's happening, it's not that they're...
Right, so many doctors, they see do so many surgeries and everything, they still don't believe in God. Because they don't see, when they see all these miracles happening, they see how the body works, but they don't say, no, that's how it is, teva, nature.
How the body works.
How does the body work? Yeah, That's how it works. It's very, very hard, to understand them. How is it possible?
I think that's the issue. I don't think it's that they don't believe in God. I think it's they want to do whatever they want, so they use that as an excuse.
Not all of them. You're right.
But
People
it's not
usually.
possible. Honestly, I don't know how it could be possible to.
But that's wow. These people, they say there's a big bang, and the whole thing happened by itself. And then you were a monkey before, now you became a human being. You get updated.
I think it's more understandable that they're using it as an excuse, not to.
That's what
follow
I
a thing that
understand.
they don't believe
I understand that people, maybe they started it, they want to have an excuse for it. But no, go around, ask people today. They don't have the name of the God in the books anymore. They took it out because they don't want to. You're right. They don't want people feel
about the same guy,
responsible.
about the same doctor. If he gets cancer, the first person he looks for is a rabbi.
Really, it would. It would. I don't think these days. I've seen people. They even they so much pain, so many problems they have. They don't. They say no. Why should I go? Why should I do this? Used to be.
I know people that they.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
What happened? You didn't believe in.
Right. But those people, they want to run away from responsibility.
Right.
If I said there is a God, He told me He created me, so I am responsible to listen to Him. I have to do something. I cannot say, you know what, I do whatever I want to do. But when it comes to basically, a lot of people these days, there is no God in their lives. Everything happens by itself. That's how it goes. AI, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
By the way, AI has a tree.
I heard with Avodah Zarah that it's they're trying to get rid of responsibility a lot of the time.
Okay, it could be, but some of them, that, as Rambam explained, they really believe this moon or this sun, as we make saying over here, they're in charge. That was the chokhmah, wisdom of the Avraham Avinu. He understood that can't be. Which one going to be the ruler over here? Who is running all these things on time? If you see every day on time, the sun comes out and doesn't delay. The same sun came up, going to go down by itself. We cannot do anything. We cannot hold it. You don't have power to do it. Until today, anyone could stop the sun to come out? I know, Yehoshua. Very nice. Yehoshua did. How did he do it? Hashem did it. Hashem did it. But these days, if they could, for the daylight saving, they would have stopped the sun. They don't change the clock. They would keep the sun longer, so you have a longer day. They can't. It's very.
The sun went faster down.
Yes. Yeah. Faster than
Or
yeah.
down faster and then up when he was with the malach.
Right. To make it up. Even. Okay, so now we're gonna go further in the halachot of the Shabbat. Yesterday we give you some solutions about if your cholent is burning, how you could add water to it on Shabbat, or how to rescue your cholent. Okay, that's every week's question in every house. What to do, what not to do with the cholent or in the shoe. Chas v'shalom, your cholent gonna get burnt. It's gonna be a disaster. Now we're gonna. Okay.
Sorry, because we usually add more water, and usually there's kind of water in the cholent.
One second, one more time. You have a cholent. Where is your cholent? First, you have to explain your case.
Okay, cholent is in the crock pot.
So you have a crock pot, you have the cholent inside. Very nice.
We add more water in the beginning.
Okay, everyone has more water in the beginning. That's
more water than at the end we would realize that we need.
Okay.
So we put extra water.
Okay.
And it's kind of soupy, but we grab it. My question is the ladle that has holes. Is it allowed or is it boring?
It's gonna be. So we're talking about the not bishur anymore. We're talking about boring.
Sorry, because we keep talking about water.
Okay.
Rescue it.
Right.
And then this has been my burning question.
Right. It probably is gonna be boring problem.
I would think so.
Because of that utensil using. Okay.
But you don't take the food from the bed?
No, we're talking about the utensil you have. It has holes. Okay. You have this ladle, or a big spoon you have, whatever you want to call it, maseket, it has holes.
You want to take only the potato.
Understand? Let me ask you a question. Can I sift flour, wheat flour on Shabbat?
Sift, what is it? And
Yes.
then a foot.
Okay, that's the halachot of the borer. It should not be with the keli, which is the keli, which is a utensil designated for borer. Okay, that's one of them. You have to take the ochel, the food, the good one from the bad one. You have to eat it right away. Your case goes into category, even you want to eat it right away. Even you take the good part you want to take, you still have a question of the keli utensil. If you say this utensil you're using has holes, it meant for borer, you cannot use it on Shabbat. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. But it could be in certain scenarios, because actually maybe we can halakha borer, we could do it. Maybe you could take the water from the top, extra water.
Use a cup to take it out.
Yeah. You're gonna see. You have to see. Be careful how you do it. It's not gonna be borer, but there's a way to do it.
Or if it's in the spoon and you shake it a little bit.
You're shaking your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Drink it.
Yeah.
Drink the water.
Yeah. Okay. So now, let's go to the next case. We want to talk about irui keli rishon. Okay. And you want to pour the water, the hot water, from the keli rishon on the bakbuk. What is bakbuk? Baby bottle, right? Bakbuk that you have inside it cold water, or you have milk inside it. Okay. So what do you want to do? Hot water from the keli rishon on the fire, pour it on such a bakbuk you have. Okay. What did we say about the irui keli rishon? Right. Okay. Now, let's say you have a bakbuk. It has a materna inside. What is materna? Do you know? Materna is a baby formula in Israel. We call it materna. That's a famous brand of the baby formulas, like a Similac we have over here. They have materna over there. Okay, they sell it here too. They have it here too. Could buy it over here too. Right. This is Chalav Israel. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they have both. Not Chalav Stamp too. I don't know. Now, so you want to now make milk for your baby. Okay. You have milk or cold water inside the bakbuk, the baby bottle, and we want to pour into that bottle from keli rishon. Can you do it or not? Huh? Right, in. Right. I made a mistake. We did already that part. We thought we did already. We did the top we already covered. Okay, very nice. So they cannot do that. Very nice. What you should do, you should put the hot water inside the keli sheni. Then from keli sheni, you put it inside the cold water, inside the bakbuk. Now, another case. If you have inside the bakbuk, the bottle, a lot of cold water, you could pour from keli rishon inside it and no problem. Okay? So again, so you have this bottle or the cup, whatever it is, you have cold water inside. If so much cold water inside and you want to put hot water, the cold water is not going to get cooked, they're going to be fine. Now, I'm not going to go into the sugi of the Tatar Gavar. I tell you what it is. The some poskim they hold that always the water on the bottom is going to be stronger from the water you pour in. Tata, the water on the bottom, Gavar, is always stronger than the pouring the water inside. So it's a lot of poskim they hold, a lot of Rishonim, even though you have a little bit cold water, you put inside it hot water, Tata Gavar. the cold water gonna be stronger and not let it get cooked. Okay?
So
We-
you can't do it the other way.
So like we don't go lechat techila that way. Lechat techila, we make sure we have a lot of cold water, or you want to be safe, you put the water inside the keli sheni first, then pour it inside the baby bottle.
But how do you
Ben Ish Chai, no?
Well, who talks about Ben Ish Chai? We're not talking
No,
about Ben Ish Chai.
because the other day we were talking about.
But what was Ben Ish Chai there?
I just
Over
remember
there, okay, very good.
Sheni was
Very nice. Okay, very nice. So Ben Ish Chai said over there, very nice question. So Ben Ish Chai held the keli sheni, shelishi, all these things they're gonna cook, right? But over there we're talking about the kale bishul. We were talking about something get cooked
Oh, okay.
fast. So you get that. Over here we're not talking water is not kale bishul. Water we know that's one of the things is not gonna get cooked fast. So that's what you're talking about. Now, next sugya we're gonna talk about tonight. Bezat Hashem. In 2 minutes we're gonna start tonight. Other way around. We have hot water. We want to pour in cold water inside. Other way around. Okay? Now, we understand if you have a keli rishon, so much hot water, even you took it away from the fire, still it's keli rishon. As long as the yas soledetbo is hot, you add cold water to it, it's going to get cooked. This is tata gavar. That's what I spoke before. The one on the bottom is going to be precedence, and it's going to be the one who's going to be strong, and it's going to cook it. But if you have a lot of cold water, you pour it in once inside the hot water, that doesn't give time to the hot water to cook the cold water, it's going to be okay. So therefore, let's say you have keli rishon, okay? You have a little bit hot water inside. Then you have a big bucket of the cold water. You pour it in at once, doesn't give it time to get cooked, any water, that should be fine, okay? So now,
So how much is another water?
very good. That's the different, that's why you have to measure it by yourself, how much it's gonna be. How do you figure it out? After you put it in, it's gonna get hot or not. If it doesn't get yet solid afterwards you put it in, which is not gonna be, you could drink it, it means you're okay. But after you put it in, you see you cannot drink it, it's too hot, that's gonna be asur. Okay? What is it?
What about ice? If you pour ice into the...
Okay, ice has two questions, which is one is nolad. The question is, are you allowed to melt ice on Shabbat? Okay, that's we have to see one question. Second question going to be cooking of it. Most probably ice you have is not going to get cooked, so it's not going to go in this category. Question you have to ask is the problem of melting ice on Shabbat is a problem nolad or not?
And the answer is?
Some say Ashkenazi for sure machmir about this. It's going to be machmir. Now, but the regular water, it could be maker. For hot water, there are a lot of people that are machmir because it gets basically right away. Let's say you have a hot water, it's going to get melted right away, right? For example, we're going to see if we get there one day, are you allowed to shake your cook with the ice inside it and make it to get melted or not? We're going to talk about it.